Singapore, just a tiny island nation, smaller than New York City, yet its students consistently outperform those in the US, the UK, and most of the world. But how? What's the secret behind these world-class results, despite limited land and resources? This video breaks down what makes Singapore's education system so successful and why educators around the world are paying attention. And if you care about education that actually works, please take a second to subscribe. We're diving deep into global systems and tools to help you rethink how learning really happens. In the 2022 Program for International Student Assessment, or PISA, Singaporean students ranked first in mathematics, science, and reading. An incredible 41% reached the top proficiency levels in math, over 4 times the OECD average of 9%. And this wasn't a one-time win. In the 2023 Trends in International Mathematics and Science Study, TIMSS, Singapore again ranked first globally in both subjects at the primary 4 and secondary 2 levels. That's 3 consecutive rounds of dominance, outperforming even countries like South Korea and Taiwan. These results reflect more than just academics. They translate into high literacy, economic mobility, and a future-ready workforce. No wonder other nations are watching closely. At the heart of this success is meritocracy, the idea that students advance based on ability and effort. It starts early. After primary 6, students take the PSLE exam, which determines secondary school placement and academic track. In theory, it's a level playing field, but in reality, not every student starts at the same line. Critics point to the role of tutoring, family background, and socioeconomic status in shaping outcomes. That's why Singapore has evolved. The once rigid streaming system is being replaced by subject-based banding, which lets students take different subjects at different difficulty levels, offering flexibility and mobility. And for those who need support, the Ministry of Education provides academic help, learning specialists, and alternative pathways, so every child has a chance to succeed. Just as important, Singapore builds great teachers. Only the top third of each graduating class is considered for teacher training. Becoming a teacher can be as competitive as becoming a doctor or lawyer. All aspiring teachers train through the National Institute of Education, combining theory, practice, and mentorship. And it doesn't stop there. Teachers receive at least 100 hours of professional development each year and ongoing mentor support. This consistent investment means teachers thrive, not just survive. They're respected, trusted, and empowered to lead. Quick pause before we continue. If you're an educator, school leader, or curriculum builder ready to apply these insights, now's the time. My global education coaching program is open and gaining traction fast. Whether you're designing a course, launching an initiative, or leading a school, I'll help you bring world-class ideas into your local context. Spots are limited. Book your free discovery call using the link in the description. All right, back to it. That kind of clarity and direction isn't limited to teacher development. It also shows up in how Singapore structures its curriculum. At the core of Singapore's academic strength is a national curriculum, structured, rigorous, and constantly evolving. In math and science, it emphasizes depth, clarity, and real-world application. But it's not one size fits all. While national standards guide learning, schools and teachers can adapt to their communities, personalizing lessons to meet students where they are. And it's not just about test scores. Singapore also teaches character, civic responsibility, and emotional intelligence. From civics and moral education to social-emotional learning, values like empathy and resilience are embedded into daily learning. That balance between national direction and local flexibility helps every school maintain high standards while responding to student needs. And that success isn't just structural, it's cultural. In Singapore, education isn't just valued, it's revered. Families, teachers, and students all contribute to a culture of excellence. After-school tuition, called buxi, is common. Over 70% of students receive academic support beyond the classroom. Parents are active, checking homework, attending school events, and investing in their children's success. But this commitment can come at a cost. Long hours and high expectations are the norm, especially during exam seasons. That's why schools are increasingly focusing on balance, emphasizing student voice, emotional health, and sustainability. In Singapore, success is shared, driven by discipline, family support, and a belief that effort matters. But behind the scores lies real pressure. A recent OECD survey found that 86% of Singaporean students worry about grades, well above the global average. This pressure can lead to stress, burnout, and rising mental health concerns. And it's sparked a national conversation. How do we protect student well-being without sacrificing excellence? The Ministry of Education is responding with reforms that go beyond academics. Schools are integrating mindfulness, the arts, physical activity, and character building into everyday learning. It's a shift toward balance, where achievement and well-being go hand in hand. Even in one of the world's most competitive systems, Singapore is learning that mental health matters just as much as academic success. And that awareness is part of a story that's been decades in the making. Singapore's education success didn't happen by chance. It's the product of long-term vision, political stability, and sustained investment. Education isn't just a department, it's a pillar of national development. The government promotes continuous improvement, using data to refine policies year after year. But here's the difference. Singapore sets clear standards without micromanaging teachers. Educators are given autonomy, plus strong support. It's a culture of accountability, not blame, where experimentation and growth are encouraged. And that balance? It's the secret. Singapore's system evolves with the times, without losing sight of who it's for. That's what gives it an edge, and why the world is watching. Singapore's education system offers powerful lessons, but also important warnings. If you're an educator, parent, or lifelong learner, this series explores what's working and what we can learn from it. Subscribe, check out the next video, and explore the resources linked below. Together, let's rethink what education can be.